Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Throne Thursday, for Thursday, September 15th, 2022. We have the Two of Coins, and I feel like this is where we're touching on the charitable endeavors. Like they say, Lannister always pays their debts. I feel like paying it forward. I always get with the Two of Pentacles, like trying to this balancing act. You know what I mean? But I definitely feel like, and I'm not saying this is why I donate, not at all. I just pay it forward because, one thing I can say about Master Shut-ins is like, sometimes we're on the side of giving and sometimes we're on the side of receiving. And, no true words were ever spoken. You know what I mean? So, and I hope and pray that you never have to be on that receiving end where it's just like, you feel so freaking hopeless and helpless. And it's just like, you don't know how to move forward. You know what I mean? But thank God, by the grace of God, He got us through. So I feel like this is where they're showing, like, CIBC walk or run for life. They were showing, like, the CN Tower. I guess they do an event for Cancer Awareness Month. What else were they showing? Terry Fox run. Terry Fox run has been something that's been really close to my heart for as long as I can remember. Going back to school, we would participate in the runs and, raise money and do everything we could. In high school it was even more magnetized. We would all dress up and do it. So it's just like, a fun thing that we could do, to bring the community together, but also helping someone else, selflessly helping someone else. We have the 5 of Cups, and I definitely feel like it's like, instead of concentrating, like the situation I was just speaking of, it's like we're concentrating on the things that make us happy. And that's definitely where it's like, I will always hold Shane close to my heart. He will always, every time I look at my kids, I see him. You know what I mean? But it's just like, we're all growing together. We're all moving forward together. We're moving towards the positive. It's okay to be happy again. You know what I mean? Survivor's guilt, where it's just like, you go through this crazy transition and it's just like you feel guilt. Like I remember the first time I remember when I started playing video games again, I felt guilty. Even simply sitting in the grass, putting my feet in the grass, like, it's just like you feel guilty because it's like this is something we used to enjoy together. You know what I mean? So it's just like being on the other side of things. 10 of Cups, definitely unconditional love. I feel like it's like, things to celebrate, things to be appreciative. This is, for myself, this is like the covenant that God made between us and between humans and Himself. And I feel like that unconditional love. And I feel like, we can always look at things that are not going the way that we want in life, or we could sit there and enjoy the moment as it is. It's like, yeah, that's not going the way that I want. How can I improve on that? How can I change that situation? You know what I mean? Like, how can I, make this go in a positive endeavor? We have the World. Usually they talk about things coming to an end, and here they're talking about celebrations and love and romance and homes and like just all these happy things. And I think that's wonderful. And I love the fact that we talk about that. So we, with the 10 of Cups, and we end on the Empress. The Empress is ruled by Venus, love, right? So we get this like love here, and it's just like, remember those things. That's what's important at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I even said this to someone, like, I would give up all my possessions to have Shane back. But, unfortunately, that's not the way it works. You know what I mean? So it's just like, we just got to move forward, you know? So I feel like it's just, making the most of life, making the most of celebrations, smiling and laughing and having a great time whenever you can. That's what life's about. That's what we should be concentrating and putting our energies in. So starting off with the 2 of Coins, resources, balance, tensions, decisions. The 2 denotes tensions between two forces. It often reveals cash flow issues or the need to choose where to live, work, or study when faced with 2 strong options. The message is consistency and attention to detail to keep money flowing, to make choices based on what is practical rather than ideal. An additional meaning is news via letter or email. So, like I mentioned this early in the week, it's like I can rush a situation because it's like, the opportunity is there. Or I could sit there, see how this plays out, be patient, and wait for the right thing to follow, suit, And I definitely do not want to make any missteps after that big blunder that I did in 2018. So it's like, making the right choices and not doing that in desperation. So 5 of Cups, reveals acceptance and recovery from grief and or disappointment. The card can also heal friends coming back into your circle. All what retrograde's about, you're moving on. We talked about the moon card, how it's like, it reminds me of the wolf moon. I know they're supposed to be dogs, but they look like wolves howling at the moon. Calling back in their tribe, sitting there and setting boundaries, territories. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's like we're going towards that as well. I feel like it's just regrouping. You know what I mean? With Rosh Hashanah, this is like, we clean the slate, celebrating the year, and it's like, what are the accomplishments we want to do? It's just like New Year's, that we traditionally do on January 1st, but it's like this connection, this celebration. We're definitely talking about celebrations here. And it's just like, enjoy life. And I definitely, with us as my family, getting more into the celebrations of the high holidays, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, it's like we are now investing in decorations because we've been doing it consistently. It's not a phase, it's not a fad. We're not doing it because it's popular or anything like that. We're doing it because of what it brings into our life. And it's just like, we've done it for years. And it's like, we did a little bit of investment this year. We sat there and got decorations for each event. And it's just like, making it that more special. We're definitely people that like to sit there and decorate the house for special occasions. And, the boys are getting older. So it's just like, with these high holidays, it's like a reason to decorate. It's a reason to celebrate. You know what I mean? There's so many high holidays in the year. It's just a reason to reconnect again. You know what I mean? Definitely, I feel like the moon card. So with the 10 of Cups, joy, togetherness, love, achievement. This 10 denotes love, commitment, and the spirit of togetherness. Relationship group activities. Children thrive as you enter a phase of emotional and financial security. Old tensions, arguments dissolve. Long-term projects come to fruition. You may even find your dream home. The card could also show another child coming into the family. So we get knockings of this. We've been getting knockings into this for a while. But I feel like it's a rebirth in our life. Definitely the fact with the 5 of Cups there, it's like, sitting there talking about like, you've come through this phase. And, I've noticed my feeds kind of correspond with what's going on in my life. And it's just like, one thing they said, it's like you've been through all this. Now it's time to reap the rewards. And I definitely feel, and even Pastor West had knocked on this. Was it this week or last week? I think it was last week. He had tweeted that, like, you've gone through this journey. Now you're about to come through, he's saying September, and it's like reward after reward after reward. And I feel like this is why they were highlighting being in the spotlight. Don't dim your light because someone doesn't want to shine as brightly as you. You know what I mean? It's like you found your calling. Completion, success, rewards, integration, expansion. The world represents fulfillment and deserved success. This may be graduations, promotions, contemplation of a landmark creative project, celebrating a key anniversary, birthdays, and relationships and families. Love flourishes and brings you joy. So, 10 of Cups. We have this with the world. We have, that as well as with the Empress, with being ruled by Venus. Like, literally today is my mother's birthday. Ending on Empress is just funny. The card also holds a time of expansion of future plans taking seed. You may travel to move into new businesses or friendship circles. Spirituality. The card suggests oneness with the world. Awards and gifts. You could probably see knockings of that. And that's what I mean. It's like, get used to this. This is something I'm getting used to, being praised for doing something positive, Usually I'm being taken advantage of. So with the Empress, the monarch, femininity, creativity, authority, abundance, peace. The Empress denotes the mother, wife, or female partner, an influential female. She symbolizes care, security, and abundance. So relationships flourish. The card also predicts a child. As she is traditionally paired with the Emperor, she represents stability and love. Creative projects also thrive under her influence, and home life is harmonious. New opportunities unfold. Finances improve. So they're talking about, like, let's do the, like they had told before, and they're talking about this again. Maybe the things that are coming in are temporary things. You know what I mean? Something like a temporary windfall. You know what I mean? Something that comes in, you pay off all your debt, all your bills, and it's just like, the money is gone. after going through what we've gone through, and now they're just like, reaping us over the coals. It's just like, you know what I mean? Gases, like whoever thought in a million years we'd be paying $10 for butter? It's just like, craziness. But it's just like, put one foot in front of the other. All those moments that you have to celebrate in a positive way, definitely do so. Cherish and relish in the joyness of those that you care about and love being around. It's like we have one life. Let's make the most of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Thursday, September the 15th, 2022. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.